What if the deepest love you ever felt was the one you never got to finish? What if your soul wandered across lifetimes, searching for a heart that once beat in sync with yours, but never got closure? This is not just a tale of heartbreak. It's the haunting story of a soul burdened by eternal longing, a tragic romance that never reached its end. Stay with us for the next 40 minutes as we unravel the story of an unhappy, unfulfilled soul's unfinished love. Long before names had meaning and time had shape, a soul was born from light and longing. It wandered through the world with a quiet ache, never knowing what it was missing. In its earliest life, the soul belonged to a poet named Elias in 17th century France. He lived in shadows, loved the moonlight, and wrote sonnets for someone who never arrived. Every poem carried the name Anais, though he had never met her. The villagers thought he was mad, but Elias believed, no, he knew, someone, somewhere, was waiting. In a distant life centuries later, the soul became Claire, an artist in Victorian England. She painted the same pair of eyes again and again, brown, almond-shaped, always looking just beyond the frame. Claire never knew whose eyes they were. Her fiancé noticed. "Why do your paintings always look sad?" Claire would smile, but her heart wept. Because in dreams, she danced under gas lamps with a man whose name she never remembered, but whose embrace felt like home. This man was Elias, reborn, but they were never alive at the same time. Only shadows of memory tethered them. A tragic romance, a love out of sync. The soul passed through wars, deserts, revolutions. Sometimes it was brave, sometimes it was broken. Always it searched. One life, it was a soldier named Luca in Italy during World War II. He found a woman named Amara in a village. For 3 days, they spoke of dreams, the sea, and stars. She reminded him of someone. He didn't know who. On the 4th day, the war took him. She never knew his name. But in her journal, she wrote, "I met someone who made me feel like I had finally come home, but he left too soon." In the late 1990s, the soul found itself in the form of Jonah, a quiet college student in Chicago. One autumn evening, in a used bookstore, he met Alina. She was soft-spoken, wore lavender, and quoted Pablo Neruda. When their hands brushed reaching for the same book, something pulsed in their chests. It was a flicker, a flame, a memory. They dated for 7 months. Each night they dreamt of places they'd never been, French balconies, Victorian gardens, war-torn ruins. They didn't understand why they cried after making love. One day Alina disappeared. No note, no goodbye, just silence. Jonah was devastated, but deep down he knew this was their unfinished story. Again. Now in the present day, the soul belongs to a woman named Mira. She works as a therapist. She listens to others, helps them heal, but inside she feels empty. No matter what she does, there's an ache she can't name. Until one day a man walks into her clinic. His name is Eli. He looks at her, and everything stops. For both of them. They remember nothing, and yet everything. It's not perfect. They're broken. They fight. They pull away. But they know each other. The soul trembles. Because maybe, this time, one night Mira dreams of the sea. She sees Elias, Claire, Luca, Amara, Jonah, Alina. All the lives they lived, all the times they tried and failed. She wakes up sobbing. Eli holds her. "Why does this feel so familiar?" he whispers. They never fully remember, but the soul remembers. And maybe, just maybe, their unfinished love will find peace in this life or in the next. Because some souls are meant to chase love, even if they never catch it. If this story touched something deep within you, if you've ever felt that strange emptiness or believed in a love greater than this life, you're not alone. Some love stories aren't meant to end. They're meant to echo forever. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who believes in soul connections. Thank you for watching.